What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of FORNEVERNEWS, the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related, and we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
No matter how you feel, get it done. No matter how you feel, get it done. No matter how you feel, get it done. No matter how you feel, get it done.
Okay, people, so before we get started, I gotta say that this annoying Shenron figure, it's like something that you put together and it's like connected by pieces. Every single time I start a video, decides to fall where it's not supposed to be placed to begin with from Goku's Spirit Bomb, and it keeps on breaking apart. So I'm gonna have to find a new place to put it. Drop a like and a subscribe for Shenron. Who knows? Maybe he might pop in your room and give you a wish or two or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or at the very least, scare the crap out of you, because you know that deep and ominous voice. You who have summoned me. Watch FORNEVER News. That was cringy as hell. And with that one, let's get to the stories. Okay. Okay, people. So first story on the docket. Shonen Jump is getting a mass amount of hate right now over on Twitter because of a tweet that they posted, and the fan backlash right now is insane, because y'all know manga and anime fans, when we get upset about something, when we feel like something is coming that is not and particularly wanted to the community, motherfuckers go back crazy, you know what I'm saying? So let's read the tweet to start things off to see, well, what is it that Shonen Jump said? Did they say something outlandish, or are they saying things that'll get them canceled? Like, what is the insane thing that Shonen Jump said? They said, soon you'll be able to show your Shonen Jump love in a whole new way. Exciting announcement tomorrow. And with that, they put a picture of Luffy with Momonosuke in his dragon form wrapped around his neck and says, got it. And yeah, when I first caught it, I saw, like, you know, it had a couple of quote tweets or whatever. As of the recording of this right now, it has like thousands of quote tweets and replies and everything of people going crazy, because with this big announcement, a lot of people are suspecting that Shonen Jump is about to do something that people really aren't that fond of. And I didn't realize that there was a whole other side of people that absolutely hate and despise the whole trend of NFTs. In case you're unfamiliar with NFTs, essentially it stands for non-fungible token, but that still really isn't going to tell you anything, because it didn't tell me anything. I'm like, non-fungible token, so like, are they token? Like, what are you talking about? And the best way that I describe it is essentially, okay, think how money, right? Money only has value because essentially certain governments tell you, hey, this has value and you can trade it for services and goods because of the way the law of the land, so to speak. So with NFTs, essentially, like, just imagine, again, this Shenron statue that I'm not going to move because, as I said in the opening of this video, it continues to fall apart on me. Just imagine a picture of that Shenron figure, right? Somebody takes that picture, catalogs it in a computer somewhere in the world or whatnot, and makes it that image is a one of one, so to speak. Despite the fact that you can screenshot that image and share it all day, technically that particular image is indeed owned to a person. So I see it more as like monetizing imagery in a way that, depending on how far this goes, depending on what the backlash and whatnot turns into, ultimately it could essentially make and monetize imagery. Like, that's one of the big things that they're trying to push with this, and people are not having it. People are annoyed by it. There's a lot of gaming companies that are recently trying to incorporate NFTs into their motto. There's just so many different things happening with NFTs right now. I'll be honest with you, I'm not mad at it per se, as long as it doesn't start to interfere in certain things. Like, I don't want to be watching an anime and all of a sudden they just start talking to me about NFTs and shit like that. Like, no. But in terms of, like, from a business standpoint, there's some fun and creative things that can be done that can be using the idea of NFTs. Because, again, the thought of being able to own, let's just say, like, I actually own this digital image of Luffy with Momo around his neck. I don't know. A part of me feels like that's kind of dope, but at the same time, again, because somebody can screenshot it, is like, where's the value in that? So that's where I guess the conflict goes back and forth. Obviously, as you can see, I'm kind of down the middle with it. Like, I don't hate it, but I'm not like, yeah, the NFTs. I just try to see, like, okay, if that is going to be indeed the future with this NFT situation, then what could be the benefits from a creative's standpoint, such as myself? And I can think of quite a few different ideas, especially if you can actually make money from it for artists and whatnot. That'd be kind of dope. But then there's also, of course, the whole thing that a lot of people are saying, that this whole NFT situation situation. It's really just being used as a front to money launder, but that's a whole other situation. And either way, just reading a few of them, it says if it's about NFTs, then Shonen Jump is switching from killing their artists to killing the environment. This better not be some damn NFTs. Gonna become the king of the pirates if it's NFTs, meaning that they're gonna cancel their subscription. Say it. We all know what you want to say. Say the line, as all these Simpson characters are staring. Another person said, wonder what I'll do with that extra $2 a month, because a lot of people are pretty much threatening, if y'all start introducing NFTs and doing all of this, we're walking out. Which, I'll be honest with you, I saw that they did something similar NFT project with Fist of the North Star, and again, I don't know, I like the idea, but only if it's in practice and it continues and it just doesn't die out somewhere. Because let's just say I own this image of, again, you know, Shenron right there, whatnot, and it's, you know, cataloged that I own it in a computer somewhere, whatnot. But if nobody cares and NFTs just dies out or whatnot, even if you spent $4,000 on that picture of Shenron, it doesn't mean anything and it doesn't have value. And that is going to be the inevitable future for a lot of NFTs. They aren't going to mean squat. So we got to wait and see. But again, the reaction and the backlash to it is quite the humorous thing, if I do say so myself. Shonen Jump hopefully isn't going to announce NFTs, but I will keep you guys updated on the story to see what comes from it. Okay, adding a quick update to the story as of the recording of this video right now. Shonen Jump has actually debunked the scary thought that a lot of fans were outraged over and sending backlash towards Shonen Jump, because Shonen Jump just tweeted out, it's not NFTs, with a smiley face. So for fans that were outraged over this, for all the backlash that was sent to Shonen Jump, rest assured, in case you missed it, they updated, it is indeed not about NFTs. So whatever their announcement is, it probably will be something up your alley. Well, we gotta wait and see. Either way, dodge the bullet, fam, when it comes to the announcement. Although, again, I was kind of like in the middle, like whatever, if it's NFTs, fine, but it you know, it is what it is. But yeah, Shonen Jump, new announcement, not NFTs. Okay, people, so update number 2, as I keep you guys in the loop of the story of everything that happened with the backlash against Shonen Jump, and for the most part, how they've redeemed themselves, because with this update, this is actually what the announcement was going to be all along. Because earlier today over on Twitter, they wrote, Shonen Jump members, have you checked your email? And I've been a subscriber of Shonen Jump for a while now, so I was like, alright, boom, let me go check what's going on over there. And it says, first access, official Shonen Jump store. The official Shonen Jump store is here. Shonen Jump members get first access to the new official US Shonen Jump store. Shop exclusive and limited manga-inspired Bleach, One Piece, and Shonen Jump merch, premium hoodies, tees, caps, and much more. And if you're a member of Shonen Jump, like if you're an actual subscriber for the app, you get 10% off. And I took a look at some of the pieces that they have, and I ain't gonna lie, for the most part, some of it is kind of dope. It's not the most extravagant or anything, like keeping it a bug, you know, my mans can do all of this for me if I really wanted it, but I definitely would throw some support. I don't know about maybe the pricing per se. Like, I'm looking at this Bleach hoodie that looks kind of cool, and it honestly looks like something that Kubo would even approve of, because it's very simplistic but utilizing the colors black and white. It says Bleach Ichigo Strike hoodie, $90. With the 10% discount, it'd probably be like, what, $82? That's type pricey, I'm not gonna lie. A Shonen Jump shirt for $40, I don't quite know, but yeah, that's what the big announcement is that Shonen Jump is having its official merch store, and the merch looks kind of cool, but it is kind of pricey, so beware. But I ain't gonna lie, I'd rock the shit out of some of these. They look really dope, especially the Bleach merch. It's looking top fire. Okay, people, next up, a lot of people wanted me to cover this. This was announced a couple days ago that apparently Among Us is getting, you ready for this? A manga! It says here, video game Among Us will get a manga adaptation in Besatsu Koro Koro issue number 4 next February 2022. And this will be a one-shot, not a series. The Among Us manga adaptation will be a one-shot published in Besatsu Kokoro issue 4 out February 28th. So they wanted to be clear that it's just going to be like a one shot. It might be like, you know, a 40-page manga. It's not going to be a continuous thing or whatnot. I never got into Among Us, to be honest with you, and in fact, like, at the very least, I know with all my kiddos, they're not really into Among Us anymore. So it's interesting to see this come to light now. Maybe if it was like early last year, mid last year, I would have been like, oh, that's going to be pretty big. But I'm not sure how big Among Us is at this particular point. I just kind of see it like die down a lot. It's not really ultimately, well, again, maybe with my kiddos, maybe out there, it's still huge with all sorts of communities, because that's usually a ignorant viewpoint to look out of, like, hey, well, in my world, I'm not seeing it, so it must not be. Like, I've made that mistake a couple of different times. Like, I remember when I said, yeah, Xenoverse is dead, why are they still adding DLC? And the Dragon Ball Xenoverse community tore my ass up. So you never know, but ultimately, yeah, they're doing an Among Us manga. I don't see myself checking this out, but hey, if there's some Among Us fans out there that you want to read a manga about, you know, what is it that they do, the hide and seek or some shit like that? Again, I'm very, very uninformed about Among Us. I just know it's a mobile game. My kiddos used to play it. They don't play it no more. And now they're doing a one-shot manga. Why not? Although it would have been even more funnier if it was actually going to Besatsu Shonen magazine as like, hey, we're gonna pad Attack on Titan left the magazine, but yo, we got Among Us in here now. That would have been funny, but it's in Besatsu Koro Koro, which it's not the same magazine, so yeah. Okay, people, next up we got the top 50 best-selling manga of the week. And I'm not gonna lie, because I did spoil myself and I saw what the top 10 was looking like. And there's a series in particular, and I'm gonna give you guys actual factual stats so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. That it does feel like not even just that series in general, but a few series, and it might be due to the times, it might be due to a variety of different reasonings, but I'm starting to notice like a decline in quite a few different series, minus the top dogs that are exploding right now. But we'll talk about it when we get there, because we got to start off with from 50 to 41. We got World End Harem Fantasia with 21,000. Berserk still in the top 50. It slid down a lot. That's a big shame. I thought that it would have rocked in the top 20 for a while or something like that, but doing 21,000, bringing his total to 160,000. Kaguya-sama Love is War, Spy X Family, 22,000. Darwin's Game, that's still running dope. Mission Yozakura Family Volume 11 in 6 days. That's not the greatest debut, I'll be honest with you. Debuting at number 42 at 27,000 in 6 days. Then we got places 40 through 31. Kaiju Nabe Volume 5 still standing in the top 50 with 30,000 more this week, bringing his total to 655,000. One Piece 101 with 32,000 this week, still hanging in there, 1.6 mil. A whole bunch of Jujutsu Kaisen from 36 to 32 is Jujutsu Kaisen volumes, and expect to see a whole bunch of them in here for, at the very least, the next couple months while Jujutsu Kaisen 0 runs in theaters, because it's just that damn big. And then at number 31, New Prince of Tennis Volume 35 in 6 days, 33,000, which Prince of Tennis been going on for ages, man. It's still doing thing. Then volumes 30 through 21, again, more Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm not sure what the heck. Kawaii Dakejai Nai Shikimori-san, I have no idea what that is. Shumatsu no Valkyrie, aka Record of Ragnarok, 35,000, still standing in there after what has been 21 days. Okay, Sakamoto Days Volume 5, 6 days, 36,000. I want to see Sakamoto Days to the moon, man. I'm catching up with Sakamoto Days, and if you don't follow me on Twitter, I've been talking about it here and there. I'm just having so much fun with Sakamoto Days. It gives me a little bit of a vibe of like Gintama in a way, like the trio that do these weird, not necessarily odd jobs, because it's mainly just trying to save Sakamoto's life. And I'm getting too into a review here. Just Sakamoto Days is awesome. I gotta talk about it sometime in a big video. Shout outs to everybody there, and drop a like for Sakamoto Days, baby, okay? And then 25 through 21, again, more Jujutsu Kaisen. As I said, par for the course. That movie is doing some numbers over there in Japan. Then 20 through 11, more Jujutsu Kaisen at 20 and 19. World End Harem Volume 14 in 6 days, 41,000. A lot of people have been telling me that I should check out World End Harem, the anime, so I might. I've heard some interesting things about it, and there's like 2 episodes, so maybe later tonight I'll pop on some World End Harem. If you know, you know. We got Ayakashi Triangle Volume 7 in 6 days, 42,000. That's not bad at all. Jujutsu Kaisen, again, god damn. The Elusive Samurai Volume 4, 50,000, 6 days. Not bad, not bad. I thought Elusive Samurai was going to start doing more like into the 80s and whatnot, because it was starting to boost up. But again, this is another victim of what I've been noticing recently, where a lot of the bigger series, as it's been going, are starting to dip a bit in sales when they were initially in an upward trajectory. So it's kind of interesting to note. Then we got Kimetsu Gakuen, which is a spin-off gag series about Demon Slayer. Is one of the few that are still running right now. So technically this is like Demon Slayer's only manga that is going, and of course it's a cash cow. And in 6 days, this little gag spin-off, 53,000 copies. That is astronomical for a gag spin-off in, what is it, in Psycho Jump magazine. That's big. That's big. Then top 10. Number 10, Tokyo Revengers Volume 25, still standing strong after 24 days in top 10 with 57,000, bringing his total to 869. It will not leave the top 50 without hitting that million, I can assure you. Number 9, whoa, that's shocking to see. Kinnikuman, aka Ultimate Muscle, with 59,000 copies. When did they drop an Ultimate Muscle volume? That's insane. Jujutsu Kaisen 0 in there, 56,000. Again, people are gonna run out and get that book, man. That movie, it's doing numbers. I keep saying it. Number 6, Blue Box Volume 3, 73,000 6 days. Pretty freaking good. I keep hearing great things about it. Then number 5, in 6 days, the latest Boruto offering, Volume 16, 73,408, and that's not necessarily great for Boruto per se, if I'm being honest. It's like, it's alright, it's good. I'd imagine it's like probably close to what the last one, but I'd feel, and I'd have to check because I don't have the numbers for this Boruto volume in particular, so I'm not going to cement it and say 100% this is what it is, but it feels like a dip from the previous one, and I really like that cover. I don't care. Then moving on, place 4, Jujutsu Kaisen yet again with volume 17, 81,000, and then top 3. And this one right here, y'all know I'm a very big fan of it, so I always like to give a little bit of an extensive coverage to it. Black Clover Volume 31, 94,000 in 6 days. Now, those numbers aren't bad per se, but I did a little comparison. I dug up what the last volume did in 7 days. It had a full 7 days. The last volume with Gaja on the cover of Volume 30 did 113,418. And color me crazy, but I don't see that if Black Clover had that extra day, it would have did another 20k. I just don't see that, especially considering it had all those days. It probably wasn't going to do an extra 20k to match up or even surpass what Volume 30 did. So definitely a decline for Black Clover. It's a shame. That cover looks awesome. Black Clover has been hitting, especially the last few chapters, been insane. But yeah, Black Clover, it seems like it's in a downward trajectory, and it sucks, man. It really sucks to say, but like I've been looking at some of the yearly numbers as well, and it's kind of been staying for the most part in like the same type of position. Maybe you could argue like a slight, very, very small dip, but for the most part, it's been maintaining yearly, so that's a good thing. But in terms of comparing what this did like to the last one, I mean, you could argue, hey, that was October. October's a big month where a lot of people go shopping, Christmas gifts and whatnot, so maybe that's why it did better, but we gotta wait and see. Depending on what Volume 32 does, then we will know for sure where it's at. Then number 2, Dr. Stone, 131,000. Shout outs to Dr. Stone. And number 1, Jujutsu Kaisen, back up at number 1 with 255,000, bringing his total to 1.4 mil, the latest volume. Yeah, that was the top 50 best-selling manga of the week. Some interesting numbers there. Hopefully things pick up, because even the weekly Shonen Jump unofficial account has been saying that some of these numbers definitely feel stagnant from the last one, and they said that with the last releases as well. So yeah. Next up, something I just wanted to briefly touch up on. It says here, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure by Hirohiko Araki on the cover of the upcoming Spur magazine issue 3, and the art, oh my god, it got Jolene Kujo. She's wearing a shirt that says new, and it's kind of like, what is that? Is that see-through? Oh shit, it's a see-through. You see like she got a tank top under, then she got this dress. Like, yo, Hirohiko Araki, on his off time when he's not doing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, why doesn't he work for like Gucci? He should be like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga. All of these big companies should have Hirohiko Araki designing their clothing, because like, look at that. She straight up looks like a model, and she's a JoJo's character that kicks major freaking tail. Shout outs to Jolene Kujo. This magazine, I wouldn't mind having it just to have that cover. I would frame this shit. That's how awesome this looks like. Hirohiko Araki, a beast at clothing design. Holy shit. And again, did I say, I hope I didn't forget to mention Jolene Kujo for the win, baby. Look at her. That's my gal. Yeah. Next up, let's talk quickly about some fingers. So this was something that I found interesting. I wanted to kind of joke around with you guys and show you guys. It says here on Yahoo Japan, there was a product that somebody recently had screenshotted, and I saw it, and it was of some earphones of Sukuna's fingers. So essentially it's like these earbuds that you stick in your ears, and hanging out the side of your ears would be these giant Sukuna fingers. And I'd imagine the audio is probably garbage, because that's usually when they do things like this, they just take a shitty pair of earphones and then just add whatever aesthetic to sell it off as like a product. I ain't gonna lie, I when it comes to my shit, I don't care. You hate it or love it or whatever, I'm gonna do what I think is dope, and I'd find that hilarious to go to the gym and just be like, yo, I got my Sukunas on, dog. But I'd imagine the audio probably terrible, so it'd be like a waste. But I'd probably buy them literally just to have them in the box of like, yo, look at these. It might go up in value someday, who knows, because it's so freaking weird. But yeah, audio quality is probably terrible, so it's like, buy it if you just want like something cool and you want to just freak people out from time to time, because yeah, it could also double as it looks something weird else, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Either way, Sukuna's fingers, if you want them, they're out there. It says what, File Web? I'm not sure if that's the site where they're selling it or the vendor or whatever, but it's just bizarre. But I don't know, fascinating at the same time. Like, I kind of want them. Like, imagine somebody just staring at you like, yo, dog, you got fingers crawling out of ears. What's going on? Shout outs to Jujutsu Kaisen, Sukuna's fingers. Yeah, definitely not the gourmet meal you were looking for. Okay, next up, so I believe this already took place in the Demon Slayer anime, but according to this, it says that Kakashi's voice actor will join the Demon Slayer cast for one of the latest episodes. It says here, Kazuhiko Inoue, who is known for voicing Kakashi, Cars, and Gilliard, will voice an unknown swordsman in the Demon Slayer anime. And I want to say that was like either last episode or the episode before that, and that is so dope. I love that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I've been doing this for so long, talking about anime, reviewing anime and stuff like that, that like if I hear Jiraiya's voice actor, I immediately, it doesn't matter what character, what anime or whatever, oh my god, that's him. I know immediately. Like, there's certain voice actors that I could spot them from a mile away. I don't know if I'd be able to spot Kakashi, because to be honest with you, if they didn't point this out, I wouldn't have known, like, oh shit, that's Kakashi. So kudos to the talent, and I guess also is to my inability, because at the end of the day, I'm not, a native Japanese speaker, so I'm not going to immediately catch up on it. But yeah, Kakashi's voice actor in the Demon Slayer anime, why not? And it's playing this unknown swordsman that, yeah, pretty interesting guy. And while we're on the topic of Demon Slayer, they just released a new key visual for the Demon Slayer anime. It says here, Uzui and Tanjiro use all their strength in this new Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Entertainment District arc key visual, as the fight between Uzui, Tanjiro, and the gang and the upper rank 6 demons Daki and Gyutaro continue in the newest episodes of Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba's Entertainment District arc, with a new key visual for the arc being released today, drawn by anime studio Ufotable, alongside a trailer promoting the art and the reveal of who is voicing upper rank 6 Gyutaro. And I'm not even gonna lie, this art looks so freaking sick. Uzui, you got Tanjiro, and then you got the 2 demons, and yo, this right here should be a DVD cover, Blu-ray cover, or whatever. It just looks amazing, incredible. And this arc has been incredible. It just really freaking sucks. Every time I say it, I don't care. I'm gonna repeat myself again. They wasted so much valuable time and assets on that freaking Mugen Train readaptation that we did not need. We had the Mugen Train in the theaters, and I would have loved more of this banging ass season of Demon Slayer. It's so freaking good. Like, oh yeah, new visual, and Kakashi's voice actor will be voicing, or has already voiced, the unknown swordsman in Demon Slayer. Okay, people, and last story of the episode, and I gotta admit, I was wrong on something. I was wrong because initially, I want to say it was like maybe 2 or 3 episodes ago here on Forever News, I reported that a new My Hero Academia game was coming out, and it is coming out, and it is called Ultra Rumble. That's all true, and the aesthetics still seem like they're reused assets from One's Justice. So all of that, I was correct. I was incorrect of saying that, oh, it looks like the typical is another Battle Royale game, who cares? Because I actually finally got to see, they released like 20 minutes of gameplay of somebody playing the game, and it's very interesting that they're going in a different direction. Now, mind you, the gameplay itself doesn't look great, and again, they're reusing assets or whatever, so those are 2 strikes against it, but it looks fun. Like, it's not a Battle Royale classic type of game. It kind of gives you a vibe of, to a certain degree, like Fortnite free roamish. You gotta see it to believe it, to even understand what I'm talking about. But it looks like it's not the greatest game, but you get a couple of pals and you hop on this thing, and because it's free to play, this could be huge. Like, you already know there's a major crossover between anime fans and like gamers and whatnot. A whole bunch of kids that maybe they love Fortnite, but they're a little bit tired of it. They see this game that kind of resembles Fortnite in a lot of ways. Like, I saw like the portal that, like, when you gotta be in there, if not you get timed out or whatever, in the zone. I said portal, the zones or whatever. Like, it kind of looked like that, and at the same time, like, everybody's just like, I don't know, it just looks really fun. I think I would actually have a pretty decent time playing this game. So I was wrong in saying, oh, it's another shitty game. Like, the gameplay doesn't look great, but it just looks like a fun experience and something different. Like, I'm glad, and even though I shitted on the Breakers as well, I want to be clear, like, they don't look like great games, they look like fun games, and I'm all for, like, you don't gotta look the greatest, you don't have to have the best graphics, the gameplay doesn't have to be the most awesome for me, because I'm not a hardcore gamer. I just want to have fun. Like, I remember when I was younger, that was one of the big things about video games, is just, I want to have fun, and that looks, like, Breakers looks like fun, it just doesn't look like a great game. This looks like fun, doesn't look like a great game, but this is free to play, baby. You know I'm gonna hop on that one and have a decent time at the very least. Hopefully they fix some of the mechanics, though, because, again, the gameplay doesn't look the greatest, and I would like a little bit of a couple tweaks there. But either way, I'm actually more on board with this game than I thought I would be. It's free to play. It looks fun. It's something different. I'm excited, and I think it also has a little bit of an extended character roster, so that's going to be nice too. Yeah, people, those are all the stories we have for today's episode. Curious what you guys think. Favorite story, best story, anything that I didn't get to report on that you would like to hear me talk about, definitely let me know. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it, and if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life. Bye. Have an awesome day. Peace, and you guys just watched another episode of FORNEVERNEWS. Have an awesome day.